Once upon a time, in the heart of ancient India, nestled between lush forests and sparkling rivers, lay a small village named Sukhavati. The villagers led simple lives, toiling in the fields by day and gathering around the fire to share stories by night. The village thrived on the principles of harmony and simplicity. But one humble family faced a severe test of these values. In this family, there lived a young boy named Ananda. Ananda was not like the other children. While others played and laughed, Ananda found himself contemplating the mysteries of life. His eyes sparkled with an unusual depth, as if they held the wisdom of many lifetimes. His father, a kind-hearted farmer named Dhananjay, and his mother, a gentle woman named Maya, nurtured him with love and patience, yet they often wondered how to guide their introspective son. One fateful evening, after a long day of work, Dhananjay sat Ananda down under the vast canopy of a banyan tree. The air was thick with the scent of blooming jasmine, and the sky was painted with hues of twilight. "My son," Dhananjay began, his voice tender yet firm, "I see the questions in your eyes. Life's path is not always clear, but the teachings of the Buddha can light our way. Would you like to hear a story about the enlightened one?" Ananda nodded eagerly, his curiosity piqued. Dhananjay smiled and began the tale. Many years ago, before the Buddha attained enlightenment, he was known as Siddhartha Gautam. Born into the luxury of a royal family, Siddhartha was shielded from the suffering of the world. Yet, a chance encounter with the harsh realities of life, old age, sickness, and death, set him on a quest for true understanding. Ananda listened intently as his father continued. Siddhartha left behind his princely life and embarked on a journey as an ascetic, seeking answers from wise sages and practicing severe austerities. However, after years of relentless effort, he realized that neither indulgence nor extreme self-denial led to true liberation. It was under the Bodhi tree, in deep meditation, that Siddhartha discovered the middle way, a path of balance and mindfulness. "Father," Ananda interrupted softly, "what is the middle way?" Dhananjay's eyes twinkled with pride. "The middle way, my son, is a path of moderation, avoiding extremes of self-indulgence and self-mortification. It is through this balanced approach that Siddhartha attained enlightenment and became the Buddha." His teachings, known as the Dharma, emphasize the Four Noble Truths and the Eightfold Path as the way to end suffering. Ananda absorbed his father's words, feeling a profound sense of purpose awaken within him. From that day on, he dedicated himself to studying the teachings of the Buddha, seeking to apply them in his own life. He practiced mindfulness, cultivated compassion, and embraced the principles of right thought, right speech, and right action. As the years passed, Ananda grew into a wise and compassionate young man. His reputation for kindness and wisdom spread beyond Sukhavati, drawing the attention of people from neighboring villages. Yet, despite his growing influence, Ananda remained humble, always attributing his understanding to the teachings of the Buddha. One day, a wealthy merchant named Rajan visited Sukhavati. Rajan was known for his vast riches, but also for his insatiable greed and ruthless business practices. Hearing of Ananda's wisdom, Rajan sought him out, hoping to find peace amid his troubled conscience. Master Ananda, Rajan began, bowing respectfully, I have amassed great wealth, but I find no joy in my life. I am tormented by my actions and the suffering I have caused others. Can you help me find peace? Ananda looked at Rajan with compassion. Wealth and power can never bring true happiness, Rajan. The Buddha taught that our desires and attachments are the root causes of our suffering. To find peace, we must practice generosity, ethical conduct, and mental discipline. Rajan listened intently, his heart touched by Ananda's words. For the first time, he felt a glimmer of hope. But how do I change my ways, Master Ananda? I have lived a life driven by greed and ambition. Ananda smiled gently. Change begins with a single step, Rajan. Start by practicing generosity. Use your wealth to help those in need. This will cultivate compassion in your heart. Next, embrace ethical conduct. Be truthful, kind, and fair in all your dealings. Finally, practice mindfulness and meditation to purify your mind and gain insight into the nature of reality. Rajan took Ananda's advice to heart. He began by donating a significant portion of his wealth to build a school and a hospital in Sukhavati. He treated his employees with kindness and fairness, ensuring that they were paid justly and worked under humane conditions. He practiced mindfulness daily, reflecting on his actions and striving to align them with the teachings of the Buddha. Over time, Rajan experienced a profound transformation. The heavy burden of guilt lifted from his heart, replaced by a sense of over time, Rajan experienced a profound transformation. The heavy burden of guilt lifted from his heart, replaced by a sense of peace and fulfillment. He became known as a compassionate and wise leader, respected and loved by all who knew him. One day, as Rajan and Ananda walked through the village, they encountered a young girl crying by the roadside. Her clothes were tattered, and her face was streaked with tears. Ananda knelt beside her, his voice gentle. What troubles you, little one? The girl looked up, her eyes filled with despair. My parents are sick, and we have no money for medicine. I fear they will die. Rajan's heart ached for the girl. Without hesitation, he handed her a pouch of coins. Take this and buy the medicine your parents need. The girl's face lit up with gratitude. Thank you, kind sir. You have saved my family. As they continued their walk, Rajan turned to Ananda, his eyes filled with tears. Master Ananda, I now understand the true meaning of wealth. It is not in the accumulation of riches, but in the ability to alleviate the suffering of others. Ananda smiled, placing a hand on Rajan's shoulder. You have learned well, Rajan. The Buddha taught that true happiness arises from selfless acts of kindness and compassion. By helping others, we not only bring joy to their lives but also find peace within ourselves. As the years went by, Sukhavati flourished under the influence of Ananda's teachings and Rajan's generosity. The village became a beacon of compassion and wisdom, attracting people from far and wide who sought to learn the ways of the Buddha. Ananda continued to teach, his wisdom deepening with each passing day. He often gathered the villagers under the banyan tree, sharing stories of the Buddha's life and lessons. One evening, as the sun set behind the hills, casting a golden glow over the village, Ananda told the story of the Buddha's final days. The Buddha, even in his last moments, remained a teacher and guide. He urged his disciples to be a light unto themselves, to seek the truth within and not depend solely on his presence. His final words were, all conditioned things are subject to decay. Strive on with diligence. Ananda paused, his gaze sweeping over the attentive faces of the villagers. These words remind us that life is impermanent, and we must diligently follow the path of the Dharma. Through mindfulness, compassion, and wisdom, we can transcend suffering and attain true peace. As the villagers reflected on Ananda's words, a sense of serenity enveloped them. They realized that the teachings of the Buddha were not just ancient wisdom, but practical guides for living a meaningful and fulfilling life. Years later, when Ananda's time came to depart from this world, the villagers gathered around him, their hearts heavy with sorrow but also filled with gratitude. Ananda looked at them with love and spoke his final words, echoing the Buddha's message. Remember, my dear friends, that the path to enlightenment lies within each of you. Practice the teachings with diligence and compassion. Be a light unto yourselves and others. In doing so, you will honor the Buddha and the Dharma. With these words, Ananda closed his eyes and peacefully left his mortal body, his spirit merging with the infinite. The villagers of Sukhavati, inspired by Ananda's life and teachings, continued to follow the path of the Dharma. They lived with mindfulness and compassion, helping one another and spreading the light of the Buddha's wisdom. The legacy of Ananda and the teachings of the Buddha remained alive in Sukhavati, guiding generations to come. The village became a living testament to the transformative power of the Dharma, a place where the lotus of enlightenment blossomed amidst the mud of worldly challenges. And so, the story of Ananda and the village of Sukhavati reminds us that within each of us lies the potential for transformation. By embracing the teachings of the Buddha and practicing compassion, mindfulness, and wisdom, we can overcome suffering and find true peace and happiness. In the end, the journey to enlightenment is not about the destination, but about the steps we take along the way. Each act of kindness, each moment of mindfulness, brings us closer to the truth and illuminates the path for others to follow. This is the timeless wisdom of the Buddha, a light that continues to shine brightly in the hearts of all who seek the way. This tale, inspired by the teachings of the Buddha, encourages us to look within for wisdom and to practice compassion and mindfulness in our daily lives. By doing so, we can transform ourselves and the world around us, just as Ananda and the villagers of Sukhavati did. Once upon a time, in the ancient kingdom of Shakya, nestled in the foothills of the majestic Himalayas, there lived a young prince named Siddhartha. He was born into opulence and luxury, shielded from the harsh realities of the world outside the palace walls. His father, King Suddhodana, ensured that Siddhartha's life was filled with pleasure and abundance, hoping to prevent him from seeing the suffering that plagued the world. Despite the comfort and privilege that surrounded him, Siddhartha was curious about the world beyond the palace. He often found himself gazing out of his window, wondering what lay beyond the golden gates of his home. His curiosity grew stronger with each passing day, and he could no longer suppress the urge to explore the world outside. One day, Siddhartha convinced his charioteer, Channa, to take him on a journey through the kingdom. Disguised in simple robes, Siddhartha ventured beyond the palace walls for the first time. As they traveled through the bustling streets, Siddhartha encountered 4 sights that would forever change his life. First, he saw an old man, frail and bent with age, struggling to walk. Siddhartha had never seen the effects of aging before and was deeply troubled by the sight. He turned to Channa and asked, "What is this, Channa? Why is this man so different from the people I have seen in the palace?" Channa replied, "This is an old man, my lord. All people grow old, and with age comes weakness and frailty." Next, Siddhartha saw a sick man, writhing in pain on the side of the road. He had never witnessed illness before and felt a deep sense of compassion for the suffering man. "Channa, what is wrong with this man? Why does he suffer so?" Channa explained, "This man is sick." "My lord, sickness is a part of life, and everyone falls ill at some point." As they continued their journey, Siddhartha came across a funeral procession. The mourners were wailing in grief, carrying a lifeless body on a bier. Siddhartha was horrified by the sight of death. "Channa, what has happened to this person? Why do the people cry so?" Channa solemnly replied, "This person has died, my lord. Death is inevitable for all living beings." Finally, Siddhartha saw a serene ascetic, dressed in simple robes, walking with a calm and peaceful demeanor. Intrigued by the contrast between the ascetic and the other sights he had seen, Siddhartha asked, "Who is this man, Channa? Why does he seem so at peace despite the suffering in the world?" Channa answered, "This is an ascetic, my lord. He has renounced worldly pleasures and seeks enlightenment through meditation and spiritual practice." These four sights, old age, sickness, death, and the ascetic, left a profound impact on Siddhartha. He realized that no amount of luxury or pleasure could shield him from the inevitable suffering of life. Determined to find a solution to the suffering he had witnessed, Siddhartha decided to leave the palace and embark on a journey of self-discovery. One night, while the palace was asleep, Siddhartha bid farewell to his beloved wife, Yashodhara, and their newborn son, Rahula. He left the palace with Channa, cutting off his royal locks and exchanging his princely attire for the simple robes of an ascetic. Thus began Siddhartha's quest for enlightenment. Siddhartha wandered through the forests and villages, seeking guidance from various spiritual teachers. He learned about meditation, austerity, and self-discipline. But none of the teachings provided the answers he sought. Despite his rigorous practices, Siddhartha felt no closer to understanding the true nature of suffering and how to overcome it. After years of searching, Siddhartha reached the town of Bodh Gaya. Weary from his journey, he sat beneath a large fig tree, known as the Bodhi tree, and vowed not to rise until he had attained enlightenment. He meditated deeply, focusing his mind and seeking the truth. As he meditated, Siddhartha was confronted by Mara, the Lord of Illusion, who attempted to distract and deter him with temptations and fears. Mara sent his beautiful daughters to seduce Siddhartha, but he remained steadfast. Mara then unleashed his armies to attack Siddhartha, but he remained unshaken. Finally, Mara himself appeared, trying to instill doubt in Siddhartha's mind. But Siddhartha touched the earth with his right hand, calling it to witness his determination and right to attain enlightenment. Through his unwavering resolve and deep meditation, Siddhartha finally achieved enlightenment and became the Buddha, the awakened one. He realized the Four Noble Truths: the truth of suffering, the cause of suffering, the end of suffering, and the path leading to the end of suffering. He also discovered the Noble Eightfold Path, a practical guide to ethical and mental development that leads to enlightenment and liberation from suffering. The Buddha's first sermon, known as the Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta, or the Setting in Motion the Wheel of Dharma, was delivered to 5 ascetics who had previously been his companions. In this sermon, he explained the Four Noble Truths and the Noble Eightfold Path, which became the foundation of his teachings. The news of the Buddha's enlightenment and his teachings spread quickly, attracting followers from all walks of life. Among his early disciples were his cousin Ananda, who became his attendant, and Sariputta and Moggallana, who became his chief disciples. The Buddha established the Sangha, a community of monks and nuns dedicated to practicing and spreading his teachings. The Buddha's teachings emphasized compassion, wisdom, and ethical conduct. He encouraged his followers to cultivate mindfulness, develop loving kindness, and strive for inner peace. He also taught the importance of understanding the impermanent and interconnected nature of all things, and the necessity of letting go of attachments and desires to achieve true liberation. Throughout his life, the Buddha traveled extensively, sharing his wisdom with kings and commoners alike. He spoke of the equality of all beings, regardless of caste or social status, and welcomed anyone who sought to learn and practice the Dharma. His teachings transformed countless lives, offering a path to freedom from suffering and a way to attain true happiness. One of the most poignant stories of the Buddha's compassion and wisdom is that of Angulimala, a notorious bandit who had killed many people and was feared by all. Angulimala wore a necklace of fingers taken from his victims, and his name struck terror into the hearts of the villagers. Determined to confront Angulimala and save him from his life of violence, the Buddha set out to find him. When Angulimala saw the Buddha approaching, he was amazed by the calm and fearless demeanor of the monk. He decided to test the Buddha's resolve and began to chase him. Despite Angulimala's efforts, he could not catch up to the Buddha, who continued to walk calmly. Exhausted and frustrated, Angulimala finally called out, "Stop, monk! Stop!" The Buddha turned to him and said, "I have stopped, Angulimala. It is you who must stop." Confused by the Buddha's words, Angulimala asked, "What do you mean? How have you stopped? And how must I stop?" The Buddha replied, "I have stopped harming living beings and causing suffering. You, too, must stop your violent ways and seek the path of peace and compassion." Struck by the Buddha's wisdom and the profound truth of his words, Angulimala had a sudden change of heart. He threw down his weapons and fell at the Buddha's feet, vowing to renounce his life of violence and follow the path of the Dharma. The Buddha accepted him as a disciple, and Angulimala became a devoted monk, dedicating his life to atoning for his past deeds and helping others find peace. The story of Angulimala illustrates the transformative power of the Buddha's teachings and the possibility of redemption for even the most hardened individuals. The Buddha's compassion and wisdom offered a path to healing and reconciliation, showing that no one is beyond the reach of the Dharma. As the years passed, the Buddha continued to teach and guide his followers, leaving a profound legacy that has endured for over 2 millennia. His teachings have inspired countless individuals to seek a life of compassion, wisdom, and inner peace. The Buddha's message of understanding and overcoming suffering remains as relevant today as it was in ancient times, offering a timeless path to enlightenment and liberation. In his final days, the Buddha gathered his disciples and delivered his last words: "All conditioned things are subject to decay. Strive on with diligence." With these words, he reminded his followers of the impermanent nature of life and the importance of continued effort on the path to enlightenment. The Buddha's life and teachings serve as a beacon of hope and inspiration, guiding individuals on their journey to understanding, compassion, and inner peace. His legacy lives on in the hearts and minds of those who follow the Dharma, offering a path to true happiness and liberation from suffering. And so, the story of Siddhartha's journey from a sheltered prince to the enlightened Buddha continues to inspire and guide countless individuals in their quest for wisdom and compassion. His teachings remind us of the importance of understanding the nature of suffering, cultivating mindfulness and loving kindness, and walking the Noble Eightfold Path towards enlightenment and liberation. May this tale of the Buddha's life and teachings serve as a source of inspiration and motivation for all who seek to understand and overcome the challenges of life. And may it guide us on our own paths to inner peace and true happiness.